Welcome, returning and new subscribers. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Alba La Pantera. Welcome. This will be from the vibes I'm picking up on a continuation from Saturn and Pisces live that I did on IG. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. It's on IG. Just don't DM me. Okay, that's all I ask. Because no. No DMs, y'all. All right. So let's get into our messages. All right. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, spirit guides, ancestors, protectors, warriors that guide and protect me. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you and I collective to use our mind's eye to see. Always in connection to the Most High. Ashe. I connect my heart and soul to my heart and soul. Always in connection to the Most High. Ashe. Let's go. Get my reset. Something's on the table. Something's right in front of you that's going to assist you with observing limitations. Because as we approach this new moon in Scorpio, which is, as you can see from the title, Phoenix Rising, it's strongly connected to divine feminine frequencies and mystical transcendental energies. For instance, the Phoenix, new moon in Scorpio on the 13th. Okay, first and foremost, which is connected to Scorpio. Okay, at 20 degrees. 20 degrees is a Scorpion degree. So yeah, this is when we're speaking of a flush out of the subconscious mind, the depths of your subconscious mind, because literally right now, collective, you're being placed in a position to make a decision of choosing a path and making that choice based on fear, or choosing a path based on love. Let me give you a personal example of the way that comes across with just myself. With knowing what the purpose is, where I'm headed, the way I'm to maneuver in this reality so it can continue to fascinate me, there are things in this cycle that I'm going to have to cut out. There's always a cycle of cutting things out because there are things that are new that are going to come in. So if the language of those that I am working with is not reaching that point as to where they're able to receive more information, it's being guided to me to refer you elsewhere. Because right now, it's all about expansion and moving forward. Okay? So, this is where we at. You know, when you hear you have more than enough time to make this switch, this is where we're at. If at any point the energy feels as though it is too much of a currency to connect with, because that is the point of awareness that one is coming to, then there has to be a disconnect. That is also part of one's responsibility. As far as to whom much is given, much is required. Okay, so appreciate you all who are cleansing yourself upon entering by hitting that Mars spiritual warrior energy button that you see on that screen. That is the thumbs up energy. and respecting this here house. I'll show you. What message do you have for the ancestors? Whoa. What message do you have for the ancestors? Divine will, let go of fear. This is a strong message. This ain't for everybody. This is for whomever is aware that you are working with a particular ancestor that is connected to this fear. You seek them for guidance. You love them dearly. And along your journey, you've noticed a pattern. You've noticed a pattern. It's through that pattern that you found the key to what has been hidden. That's what this new moon in Scorpio is going to bring to your awareness. Right after Saturn has gone direct in the sign of Pisces at 0 degrees. Now we're looking at a do-over from March 7th of this year. You can also look at 1936 to 1937. You can also look at 1964, 1966, around that time. You can also look at 93 to 96, as far as doing something over with a particular standard when it comes to what you believe in and your imagination, having to do with you letting go of fear. Okay? This message is the ancestors' message to you. Light your own path. Lead the way. That's it. Yes. Because you're the one breaking cycles. Through observing limitations. Through Spirit's messages. You may have been seeing 34, 34, 7, 7, 7. It's 534 right now. 534. Lead the way by observing limitations. That Spirit's messages are coming through birds or air signs, or the communication that you're having with yourself and your thoughts. Observe your limitations and let go of the fear so you can connect to your divine will, because it's time for you to lead the way. The universe is telling the ancestor within you to let go of the fear of letting you lead the way. Why is that? Where did this come from? What was the fear of? Went right to this side. An open intuition seeking clarification. Some of you have to be mindful who's reading for you, or who's reading your head, or who you're going to read your head. Or that was what it was. You were self-taught, whoever this is. You're self-taught. There is. Let me go from here. Yeah. Joan of Arc. Welcome everyone. I see you. Inanna. Okay. The Queen of Heaven and Earth. Venus energy. Having nothing to hide, I see and accept all that I am. That was the fear, whether you would accept as you were seeking all that you were, all that was gifted to you, it was the fear of whether you would accept it. Yemonja. Wow. Yes. The goddess of all that flows. Going with is because now they're showing me Cancer energy. So the moment you accept the gift of allowing yourself to go through the initiation, which is the birth process of it, the rebirth, because it would be a painful process because you're more aware of the process. But then once you rise up from what it is that you are aware of and you step into observation, that pain it's no longer pain. It becomes more a sensation of you feeling the expansion happening now. I'm seeing like someone expanding and bursts of light is coming out as they're expanding. Literally. They showed it to me in my mind's eye just now. Of someone, not that person exactly, but child chocolate. Let's see, bring sweetness into your life. There goes the white horse again. 11:11 on the timer. Bring in the Christ consciousness. Which would be you in the physical embodiment of light crystallized, transformed through the darkness from the purest energy, soul, water, the melanin, the darkest space of the universe. The child being reborn. It's going to be sweet. It is sweet. Yeah. Accepting this and leading the way is the way you treat yourself. It elevates your mood. It becomes an aphrodisiac to your life. Choosing to accept that you are an ocean of creative energy and you give birth to what exists within you. What's this? Our Lady of Guadalupe, which is very similar energies here. Ooh, that means your pineal gland is wide open. Looky here. Yep, this is what I mean. These right here are exactly, especially these three. Four. All of them. This is a perfect embodiment of this new moon in Scorpio and the celestial divine guidance that you have around you to break through by leading from your heart, because you have the royal stars Regulus, Leo energy, 29 degrees, and full moon, which is what, like 3-6 Pisces, something like that, 3 degrees Pisces. The Queen Esther, the morning star, Lucifer, that's the light bringer, pineal gland, Queen of Wands. When you let go of the fear is when, bing, literally. Okay, let's move on. And it's on a Monday. I really got the vibe of whomever decided to control time with certain calendars and dates. They didn't put into the equation this awakening. Or maybe they did, and because of so many eons or ages of ignorance, it just became the norm that there wouldn't be an awakening or an ignorance towards an awakening. That at this moment with the new moon in Scorpio on the 13th, 13 also representing Scorpio, then you have it on a Monday representing the Luna, the moon, emotions connected to memories. A lot of eclipse energy right before this, with Saturn going direct in Pisces at 0 degrees, which is giving you a clean slate for you to put certain standards and boundaries when it comes to the way you express yourself about your belief system, because now you know, you're more aware. The thing about Saturn that most people are not aware of, what the gift is. Saturn's gift is wisdom. In whatever area of your life it is in, the gift is wisdom. Wisdom. So when you ask yourself, when you reflect on moments where you're repeating the cycle, there's a lack of wisdom. Simple as that. And the lack of wisdom could simply be some of you who do have it, but have yet to apply it. Have it, second house, but apply it towards the collective to transform it, connect with other people's values. 8th house energy, Scorpio, that's what's missing. So in terms of bringing the physical and the spiritual together, there's a lack of balance there. If it's just something that you have and it's not being used. And that goes for every other physical sign, from Aries to Virgo, to the spiritual sides of it, from Libra to Pisces. Okay. Welcome, sister. So yes. Let's see what other messages we got coming through. Because I'm in a deep channeling mood. Speaking of 8, here we have the first angelic presence coming through. Michael, Archangel Michael, and the Magician in the mirror, another 8. 35, 53, 35. My ears, we are underwater right now. No, yes, or high altitude. We're either deep underwater right now or at a high altitude, but we are approaching the horizon is what I'm getting right now. Yep. From the first chakra to the root. From the root to the crown. Yeah. Feel it. There goes the other. Let me see something. 53, 35. And you know what? It's in terms of disconnecting from what is not in alignment, because it's no longer about the human emotion feeling left out. Nah, there's bigger shit that's being done right now. Okay? This is why the conversation of the horseman's energy is coming up. It ain't whomever wants to take, for those of you who are aware of what your next step is in this mission, while being in this space of compassion and experiencing your utopia because you're choosing love. This is to you that I'm expressing this to, where all that other stuff in terms of fear-based actions, you're not focused on that because this love energy is more important to cancel out all this other stuff that's going to show itself through. Let whatever want to take whatever personal. That's on the Messiah. It says here, preeminent 5335. Wow. Head of family of temple slaves returning from exile. The idea of Christian service lifted to its true exalted place in consciousness, preeminent, illustrious, perfected, not finite. Messiah was one of the Nephilim, and they were servants in the temple. Newness of life, understanding of spiritual facts of being, new race, new thought. Oh shit. Wait a minute. It's coming in for this opening of the door to personal healing and happiness. So I said, whoever want to take whatever personal as you are on this chariot of ascension as the higher spiritual initiate, you on your shit here. Yeah, I've been getting that message all day. It's important to be intentional with moments of stillness. There is a lot of distraction around, but there is a very high vibration of angelic or celestial energy surrounding the collective. Show me this. You have the Alpha Draconians. New race, Antichrist. New race of the Antichrist. That's why I said, don't take anything personal about the way anybody feels because you know what mission you want. Alpha Centaurians, you get Alpha Draconians, Alpha Centaurians, 3, 2, Emperor energy, but then you got the High Priestess energy. This is what I'm talking about because we're moving towards spirituality and science being merged together. So you have to include divination. You have to include divination. So the priestesses, the goddess Hecate, is out here too, making decisions on kings' heads. In the energy of the Alpha Centaurians that are coming in to help you with planning, but with the energy of the gift of foresight. The Lyrans also, all of them, these are all of the energies that are playing through for this new moon in Scorpio, I kid you not, especially these two, the Lyrans and the Alpha Centaurians. The Lyrans are about strength, courage, and bravery to use this foresight in a way that has been that you may have been judged for, prosecuted for in the past. Disconnecting from that fear. There's an ancestor that you're connected to that has very strong powers that still has that fear that you don't have. That's what the conversation at the very beginning was about. Let me see. Fire element. Look at that third eye. I'm telling you, open. They go number 38. And we have star seed, fire element. You come directly from the sun. Bueno. Let me see. Move forward from hope. Remember that message that we got the last time. Move forward from hope. Where these cards are. Okay. Tell me more about this. I keep getting new race. What about it? This is the only one, not the only one that's here, but as far as humanity, it's the human race, not your complexion. Shit is wild. Anyway. Love. Okay. Yes. We're talking about the path of choosing love. The path taken by choosing love. Magic. Yep. These high priestess energies coming back. Go with the flow. You have to step into love in order to feel these Alpha Centaurian energies. They're coming from the frequency of love, anger, energy of revenge, lies, attachment, all that stuff that block out the chakras. Specifically speaking, here we have attachment and fear with the root chakra and the crown chakra. As long as you're still connected to that, this energy cannot connect with you. It's too high of a frequency. Forgiveness is not about you being soft, especially on this journey. It's so that you can evolve and rise your vibration so you can reach that point that you speak of being melanated. To reach that point of melanin, you have to be in a state of love. But there's so much war going on within one's mind, within the media about certain things and the way one is overcoming certain traumas. Yes, experience what you have to experience, but no, there you do have other options as to what you do next and the way you respond to what you got going on or what's around you. Awareness. Ask for help regarding your abundance. Decisions. You ask for help when it comes to decisions in alignment with your abundance. Dive deep. Because when they say dive deep into nature, Albert Einstein, so you can see, dive deep into nature so you can see the magic of the universe. Diving deep would be, okay, yes, you see a flower, you see its petals, but then you dive deep and then you recognize its golden ratio. That type of vibes, so research it for yourself, beloved. Discernment. That number did not come up here. Acceptance, discernment, light. contemplation. Exactly. Use your discernment when contemplating. This energy is not a game. It's of love, but it's not a love where it's going to be taken advantage of in any way, shape, or form. Get into the seed of the subconscious mind of where responses and questions come from. It get bone chilling deep sometimes when you go through these transformations to recognize when these impulses and nerve impulses come through to give you information, to recognize it and be aware of it. Building caring connections. That high synchronicities are coming through, a lot of reflection. First, we began with 5335. Now we have 4114. Overthrow, destruction, always of Sodom and Gomorrah. This would be an example of, from what I'm picking up on, okay? And we're speaking of the law of gender, the divine feminine energy, divine masculine energy. As long as you are not disrespecting either side, do what you want to do. But always remember that there is balance, there is harmony, rather. Okay? Build caring connection. Comes out here with blossoming abundance. All right? Appreciation. There has been a pattern that has been recognized for sure when it comes to caring connections, and you have this celestial energy that's helping you. Joan of Arc also came through, which is also connected to this card here, Archangel Michael. Sword of truth, words of truth. This could even be the conversation you have about yourself with yourself when it comes to caring connections, where you put yourself, why did you put yourself in matters of you being or feeling appreciated. Then we have here the healer of the ages. I'm really picking up on hidden truths as to what causes you to even be manipulated or have been manipulated in caring connections, quote unquote caring connections, where you really were feeling appreciated. A rose in this thick ass bush. Deceit. Adjacent possibilities, many doorways. You were given the runaround here. Something about giving the runaround to the door to personal healing and happiness. Show me this here. The star, Aquarius, meant, yes, see? That's King of Swords energy. Whoever this is, they're very crafty. They're not King of Swords. They're the star. This is the macro of the micro, but of the court card, King of Swords. You got the star card, but we have the divine feminine energy with the 8-pointed star showing through here. So this energy, celestial energy, is coming in to bring clarity of this hidden truth to help you heal, so you can walk through this door of personal healing and happiness. So that way the reality that you now begin to see reflects what it is that you desire, because of the transformation that you've had here in this Scorpio season prior to. Yes, judgment was here, devil. We are in a Saturn hour. Yes. A lot of major arcanas are coming out here. The universe is on deck. The higher self, the higher heart, or cosmic heart, is now at the forefront. The soul is at the forefront. The blackness of the universe is at the forefront. Sun in Capricorn card, Capricorn energy. And speaking of the darkness of the universe at the forefront, in the physical embodiment away from this castle here. Show me that. With this judgment, high priestess, the star, yes. Goddesses of the underworld. Coin toss. Yoga. Virgo, Libra, 2-4. Says take a break from every story. There's someone in here, even if you watch the news once out of the week, you need to not watch the news for 7 days straight. Shit is annoying. It's a pesky vibration, the news. Fishing pole. Self-resilience, extend oneself, mentoring others, self-improvement, capable mirror. Yeah, we just had a lot of those synchronicities, a lot of reflection. 24 is here. Adjacent possibilities. Many doors. Seeing clearly also of the many doors you have access to. Others, this is other parts of you in other realms. Bringing them all, merging them as one. Show me more about this here. Thank you. Lost lands. Rising up from the water or from the very high ups of the air. Said. This was a very powerful ritual here that was done. I don't feel that this was done in this lifetime, though. This is a ritual that whoever this is, your soul did it, because you got to trust the timing at the bottom of the deck. So there may have been, let's see here, 1, 2, at least generations, 3 to 5 generations before this happens, before this portal opens. You want to talk about patience? That when you get to this point, you have no energy in you to tolerate anybody's bullshit from a mundane world at all. You're not for everyone. Nope. You a star keeper. You're on a greater mission. I'm telling you here. You see how open the spaces of your heart chakra? Forge, don't follow. You have visions of places others will never be able to see because they don't carry the imagination that is connected to love. A fear-based imagination cannot see this. You're not alone. Some of you been longing for home. You're not alone. Your mama, papa universe are on their way. Hear the sirens? Big picture thinking. They're on their way. They're on the way. Air. You could also receive a message the second time it came up from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, reflecting your shadow self, the merging aspect of your shadow self, not the fear. With Saturn and Pisces direct on some real shit, the reward is the wisdom from the shadow work you've been doing before all of this. Now is the moment of moving from a space of wisdom from what you've learned from that shadow work by incorporating it as well. See? It's done. A new earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. Came out of reverse and clear as day. Said it's done. 609. Yes, it's done. Literally. Cancer energy. Yemoja. 4th house. Here it's stability. Breath of the cosmos. It's done. To have the breath of the cosmos, that's a sign. Breath is a sign of life. New race. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Look at all these major arcanas that are coming out here, which is it symbolizes the macro. Minor symbolizes the micro. Let's see. Activated earth. Yep. Whale and orca elders. Share your song, frequency of sound. Dive in deep. Let's go. Okay. The 7 star sisters. Procyon is also going to be part of this new moon in Scorpio. So many placements of the fixed stars and asteroids is literally creating the shape of the phoenix. The day of this new moon in Scorpio. This ain't a game now. This is what most of you been feeling who have been doing the work without fear. And if you're watching this right now, 4414, if there's any ounce of fear right now, I'm seeing the Vesica Pisces right now. If there's any ounce of fear, let that shit go. Release all that deception and begin to enjoy the utopia of unconditional love that is presenting itself to you right now. You're on the way, like it's right now. Okay. This is why so many of the things and distractions that are coming through to bring you back to an old version of yourself It's stronger than ever. 44, on the timer. But you can focus on that or notice what the energy is that's picking up right now, what you are feeling from this energy. Forge, don't follow. Once again, crown chakra, heart chakra, cosmic heart energy, lifting the veil. Mm-mm-mm. I just saw the void, and this is the energy of the void. You have people who choose fear, you got those who choose love. Some of y'all been seeing videos where people are talking about two earths. Child of the cosmos, where you at? Where you at? Remember, you can see somebody opening up. Yeah. Where you at? The intelligence of the universe lies within you, Starkeeper. Cosmic ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. The same way we're moving towards the embrace of spirituality and science is the same way you are moving towards the embrace of being a human and a divine being. Both whole. If you are not prepared to do both, beloved, this is going to be a very tough ride for you. And this is not about instilling fear. No, this is a wake-up call. You have the opportunity right now to live the most amazing life, including unconditional love. That fairy tale love. You got me. The card came out. It showed itself right up through this. It's right here. It ain't too. It's not too far, is it? Let's see. Maybe it is now. Well, not necessarily. But there's a ball of yarn back there. It's something you have to see that's going to bring forth this change. It may have something to do with 7 years old that you need to let go of. Flamingos came out in reverse. That carries way too much energy. To be stated right now. Hold on. You do it a different way. Let's do this a different way. Let's do a Celtic spread. Let's go. Something about being right in the middle. Right in the middle. Right in the middle. Hold on. Okay. Using the wisdom and enlightenment of Uranus, a sudden change. Her wish granted. Current situation as we approach this new moon in Scorpio. 9 of Wands. The wounded warrior. Moon in Sagittarius. Emotions connected, committed. Emotions connected to memories as it relates to you seeking your truth. Been wounded in seeking that truth. There is a reflection about those wounds right now that you're being asked to bring into harmony, harmonize, transmute it from a dark to a light. Sun in Sagittarius, this would be Moon in Sag, transmuting this, you would see temperance. We have the 4 of Wands here as a challenge. This is what's transforming a sacred value about yourself, a sacred value about a grandmother, a sacred value connected to a grandmother, a sacred value connected to life force energy. Aries. Both of these cards coming out, first and foremost, being personal energies, have to do with you. More energy, Venus, a sacred value here. Something related to a sacred value. We have at the bottom of the spread, the foundation, Page of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. A message from an ally within 10 weeks or within the last 10 weeks you received from someone of the past that's creating this energy right now. Sagittarius, Scorpio, these are the 2 cards that are here. Or you could be a Moon in Sag or Sagittarius, or have Sagittarius energy, or have been seeking your truth. And the energy that we're picking up on right now is having to do with someone you directed a message to of the past. You're going to get an advice on it, though. You have the 4 of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. Holding on, holding back. But this is about building a legacy, though. 4 of Pentacles does speak of building a legacy. What's in the immediate past? What's in the immediate past? Whoa. What led you to seek your truth was lack of success. Who is this? Family? Those who you considered to be of support, but not necessarily. I saw 5422. Hold on. Let me look at this. However, this is still directing its energy towards something personal to you that affects you when it comes to integrating, something that you haven't integrated here in the past. to pull down, break down, cast down, destroy. This just simply would be learning the lesson of being broken down or hitting rock bottom. Reflecting on that. And there may have been something you were holding on to that will cause you to sweep it under the rug, or you didn't have that support from family. But this is something you have to reflect on to let go, to see how it's actually assisting you to evolve, not hurting you. Because in speaking of the cosmic heart again, and this was the most brutal example, this is actually what I was saying before, that I said that's a lot of energy to say right now. It was in terms of the way the universe responds to you. And it gave me the example of someone, a couple making love, creating a child, and someone who's raped and a child is created. I said, that's brutal as fuck. I said, okay, well, we are speaking of the cosmic heart and the way energy happens when it's merged together through marriage, through sex. I said, man, this is not one of those things that, collectively, most are not going to be prepared to hear. But these are those things that you have to put out on the table and see it for what it is and say, okay, look at where you're at right now. Granted, that situation happened in the past. It's not happening to you right now. Look how far you've come from that moment. All right. This is for those who are on the mission of getting it done. When I say don't take it personal in regards to the way people feel about you disconnecting because you're on a mission to really get to the root of the seed of the energy that actually connects to this frequency to bring it into this realm because it's supposed to belong somewhere the fuck else. But through intrigue of magic, it will be opening the void and allowing things that are in a space of in a space of forgetting that it will never come back. You have people who would get so intrigued with the craft and open certain spaces, and now you have these certain entities that are in your space. World card. What's crowning this message? Death. New moon Scorpio. And that's the energy of Scorpio as well. When you get into the depths of it and you connect it with source, and source gives you examples, when you're speaking of the low vibrations or the negative, I would just say the lower vibration through deception of energies. Because there's a new sheriff in town, segment. It's in the building. All of these goddesses that don't play that shit. Okay. But also you have the loving ones as well. But they're all coming together is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing all of the goddesses come together because they're tired of the bullshit. Let's see what's next here. Transformation of what exactly? The challenge. back to the conversation of the message for the ancestor. Let go of the fear. You're going to transform. This is now we just reached a point of that conversation where you are aware of this. This is a powerful part of your transformation where you are aware of your connection, like you're not bullshitting with yourself. Because sometimes you do recognize that you're talking to source, but then you get around something and you start second guessing yourself. No, this right here, once you reach this point, everything you've been reading looks clearer. You'll start to see things you haven't seen before because you're ready to see it now. You may have been looking and studying the same tools for the last 2 years, 20 years, whatever. But this is now your first time seeing what's actually there. That you can only see when your pineal gland is activated with the pituitary gland, because you have to also be in a position to be receptive of this. You have to have access to the water portal, receptivity to be able to see this. But if you got all these other emotions that are fucking you up, letting anything else outside of you control you, you're not here yet. And that's okay. Don't rush the process. It's constantly stated, don't rush the process, don't rush the process. But that's magical in itself. Can I have one more card here? Swords, Three of Swords. Regarding what's crowning this energy with death and judgment. Queen of Cups. I heard Holy Grail first thing. What's next? Divine Feminine. What's next? Five of Wands. Saturn and Leo. There's going to be a challenge that approaches you because this is actually the doorway to personal healing and happiness. Page of Cups. Yes. You got to see past that. See past it by seeing through it. You see through it, you see past it. You go past it, you go through it. What's this? Five of Wands. Right on top of the Six of Cups. In a challenging position, Saturn message. Nine of Pentacles. Independence, single. The challenge in creativity for some was the singlehood. But now in this immediate future, you're seeing where it actually brought wisdom into your life, where you were able to apply it by being in this space, being alone, creating that sacred space, making space, learning to make space through the challenges, what you'll be doing here. This is the reward that you receive of wisdom is now the next step is you applying it, as we were speaking of before. Ten of Wands. Saturn and Sag. Wow. A lot of fire here. I will, I see, I will. Analyze. I see, I will, I see. Analyze. Habits. Wisdom. Because your current situation of the wounded warrior here, emotions connected to memories of seeking your truth. The immediate past is that you experienced some form of lack of success or failure, or at least you were told, Mercury, Virgo here, this by family members that you weren't successful, but that was exactly what you had to hear to get you going. If you were able to switch it from something that was happening to you to for you. If it's something that's happening to you, then what this if this would look this way instead. But it's like this. This is what I'm getting. So with the challenging cards being that which you would want to see as not a challenge, is giving the energy of rewards. That's the reward. The Four of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. See, Divine Feminine, 9. Falcon, above. Trust, not above trust, but trust. Show me love. Trust. Queen of Swords, partnerships. I heard the word stabilize. What's the advice here? Stabilize. You're stabilized. Okay. Emotions have been stabilized. It's another card. Judgment, Four of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, King of Cups, coming out sideways here. Scorpio energy with this King of Cups is the advice. Six of Pentacles, hold on. Right on top of the Six of Cups in reverse, Two of Wands. No longer at a crossroads. You have to be able to read the code. You have to be able to read the code. This is some advanced shit you see in your reality. Some of you are really on your Doctor Strange shit. This is what this is giving right now. For real. Yeah. What's in the environment? Something's coming back. I heard you're remembering. Page of Pentacles. Tower. This is suddenly. Queen of Swords is pointing. The Queen of Swords causes sin. Libra causes sin. Balance causes sin. Harmony. As soon as you were in this harmonious state, whatever it was that was on hold in the protective state until you reach this point comes back. And it's here. It's right there. That's going to be different for all. But just understand, you really got to be operating from love for this to be that story. Fear-based thoughts, as advanced as this is to see the codes. And when I say advanced, this would be seeing the synchronicities, right? And really being on top of it and not letting anything or anyone distract you in terms of telling you, oh, do you think you just living by numbers, or you doing this, or you just doing, like, getting in your way because they don't see what you see. That's an example of fear-based path, is still being connected to those that talk that way to you. This is what I mean, how deep this shit goes. Because obviously someone could naturally think, all right, so would this be someone who's basically a monk? Something like that. But you live amongst people. You a monk that lives amongst people, but no one notices you're not in that gear of one. You live your life. You're not necessarily a monk where you don't do what you want to do. No, but no one comes to you. Like, you have your sacred space is that much of a sacred space. High priest, high priestess energy, cave status, but amongst the world. In the world, but not of it, basically. Show me more in the environment with this Eight of Cups, Ace of Wands. Speaking of life force, the I am that I am. Oh yeah. It's a part of the rebirth that didn't fully, it's the, okay, on a wheel, and it doesn't get past the point. Now it's moving smoothly. And now it realigns. This is going into yesterday's message of online dating. You're back online with the date as to where you're supposed to be in your evolutionary process, being fully human and fully divine. Jupiter in Capricorn, the process of developing wealth, developing oneself through integration step by step, following one's intuition before it makes sense, as it says in the Starseed Oracle, baby steps. And that's what babies do. That's how strong their intuition is. They're not really comprehending that they're walking. They just follow their intuition that this step is this step. And when I take this one, I'm going to meet boom moving forward, logically not knowing what's really going on. What's this? Ace of Pentacles, and it landed right in the immediate past, and it's in reverse. That's confirmation, because you didn't have this before. It may have something to do with the angelic support. The gateway's open. Long journey. The gateway's open now. Now comes the deep cellular healing from the deception. Saturn in Pisces, 0 degrees. What we have? I remember. It came out sideways. Immediate past. You remember now. You're remembering. I'm telling you. You're remembering the soul plan. At one point, you were more focused on the fated life versus the destiny life. Now you're more focused on the soul plan. Those are the two paths right there. In terms of reading the code, it may look as though this is a complete sentence, but those are two paths. You got the soul plan, fated life, versus the destiny life. The soul plan is this energy viewing the fated destiny life that is here. You're remembering this aspect of you. This is where you made the choice in that inner earth state. To be here is basically going back to get all your tools that you used to use that you now can use without fear. And it'll have a different effect on the collective now, or the environment where you're at. Speaking of marble, assisting the environment. Star family, yes. You're part of a team of souls called in support. Now we're going to go to this hopes and fears position, as far as we're going to see what distractions is there. So right now, as I'm pulling this message, the vibe I'm getting is that I have access to a portal right now. Hey, I just picked up on that energy. I just absorbed the shit out of it. So, in this hopes and fears position, show me what's there. The Empress. It's already handled. It's already handled. Whoever, whatever, in any past, getting in your way, moving forward, while you choose love, remember I said that the divine goddesses of divination, foresight, but they also come with strong powers of creation and annihilation. Okay? They're not here to be fucked with. And the Empress is there. The bottom of the deck, I said it's already handled. You have here discussing passion with something or someone of the past. This is what I mean about to whom much is given, much is required, where some of you have to just be mindful of who it is that you're talking to, because they're not even aware of the energy that you're carrying, where they say anything that is against what you're doing, but not knowing that that's what they're saying, because there's no time for mercy right now. Page of Swords lands right on. This is something from the last 2 years. Whatever these hopes and fears from the last 2 years you've been having, they're being taken care of. You got nothing to worry about. Just don't get in the way of this, though. Don't get in the way of this. Do not get in the way of this. Do what you want to do. Do not get in the way of things of the past. And you know you can feel it in your gut. You feel it in your heart chakra when something's off, but some of you keep going towards that. Remember this Queen of Wands that been popping through here, as in that rice and crowning energy. You see that? What's this? The strength here, Aries, the backbone, Aries, would be of Libra. And there is harmony. The backbone is solid. It's activated. It's back in full effect. 6 of Wands here, showing up in the present. Again, this is why I said you have to be able to read the signs, because this is presenting itself again. This is in your immediate past. Something was missing here. Your truth, and trusting and believing in that. Now with Saturn and Pisces direct, at 0 degrees, you got a clean state about the way you utilize your imagination. Saturn, utilize your imagination, not let anybody get in the way of that. Come on. If I was to let someone get in the way of the way I'm speaking right now, we will not be doing this live. To the normal ear, this shit sounds bogus, bro. I get it, but I don't give a fuck about that. That's not my concern. But I also know that there are still some people who are in between worlds still carrying that motherfucking energy. You gonna be fuck up on out of here too. Bruh. Because again, it ain't it's big as shit to Queen of Wands. Yeah. All right. Show me one more. For some of you, this is happening at work or Sun in Virgo. Virgo situations. So we're looking at dreams, herbs, oils, work, co-workers. Child. We have Virgo showing through here. Just focus on working on your craft. What's the outcome? Ace of Cups. That's a win right there. You got the Ace of Wands in your environment. Something's coming back. Yo, chill. Okay, so both of these cards right here, these are both Saturn and Pisces cards. Literally. First deacon, Pisces. This is a Capricorn energy, but it also connects to the first deacon. Saturn rules Capricorn of Pisces. So this would be the first deacon of it. And yo, man, that's clear as day. So this could be a renewal from, let's say, a grandparent or great grandparent, from, reestablishing beliefs from the 30s, 36, that time, 35 to 36, 63, 66, just general base, 63, 66, 93, 96. Most recent within this year, Saturn Pisces, 0 degrees, March 7th, and now. So, unconditional love is the outcome. When you're talking about living in the land of milk and honey, that's what this is. And I love the way the energy came through with the stern factor, and then as it got deeper into where it was supposed to be, the compassion came in. You could just send Saturn into Pisces. Ace of Cups came out. 10 of Wands. This is great power. There's a lot of passion here. The reward of wisdom from seeking your truth is that you now have immovable faith. Can't nobody shake that shit from you. The Wheel of Fortune came out in reverse, but the Hierophant came out after. The lesson has been learned. I'm telling you, wisdom. So this has to do, what I just got from this, you know exactly what to take from your South Node and incorporate it with your North Node. Now you are full dragon. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. That's another embodiment of the phoenix. I just told somebody this other day. We were speaking about Anubis, and I said something about the first level of heaven when it's the first level of the underworld, but Anubis is rising. Look at this. Clarity of death mysteries. Okay, let me get my other cards. Let me get my cards. Because notice how they speak about the dragon in the book of Revelations, but you got to read through the code. Real. Excuse me. Two of Cups shows up right here with the Page of Swords right there. Just put it this way. Come new moon in Scorpio, you have the opportunity to experience that unconditional love we've been talking about. It right there, eh? It right there. Hopes and fears. There's nothing to worry about. You full Empress mode. I'm telling you about that dragon. I'm telling you about your dragon is your North Node and your South Node. Get familiar with it. The area of your life is the house that it's in. If there's something that you're doing as far as career that's in that house, in that area of your life, and it's a South Node, there goes your answer about something that you may want to have to start shifting and go focus towards your North Star, your North Node, and look at that and evolve. And see where you may have, reflect on points where you may have stepped back into your South Node, things of life, ways of life, and look for the wisdom in those areas and bring it to your South Node. Your North Node, excuse me. Yes. Some of you, that's bringing the Scorpio South Node into the Taurus North Node. And you're learning what that is, what's being revealed to you, hidden truths through the Scorpio season. Monday. Confirmations, the day of the new moon. The letter R. September. Aquarius. March. And we have the rune of the Empress or rebirth, birch goddess, which speaks of sanctuary, plant life, mature wisdom, healing, safety. The most obvious truth is hidden deep within, and only you will ever know it. Works of concealment strengthens the power of secrecy. So, something about working with this rune and Neptune's energy. Works of concealment and protection, containing and holding other powers together. Motherhood, healing, gardening, child raising, the womb. And then we have the Red Blood Clan. As far as, and they're really here because the Red Serpent galactic signature also came out. So as far as the Red Blood Clan, okay, and galactic signature, here is the storyline. The Red Serpent generates blood as the power of life force. White World Bridger, boop, 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 transmits blood as power of death. Blue Hand energizes blood as the power of accomplishment. Yellow Star protects blood as the power of elegance. Red Moon climaxes blood as the power of the universal water. Through the power of universal water, blood becomes truth. What do they say? The body of Christ, the blood of salvation. We have Ansus, signals, messenger, runes, receiving messages, signals, gifts. Warnings are gifts. So this could be something where you feel as though you may be rejected, but that's the gift. Holy knowledge, there are no coincidences. Be attentive and aware of the wise one. Align with the positive and the negative. F, heart chakra. Then we got solar seal number 5, the red serpent. The power of the red serpent is life force through the action of surviving the essence of instinct, the planet Maldek, which was in between Mars and Jupiter before it imploded on itself, creating the asteroid belt. And the energies of these asteroid belts is the embodiment of mythological characters, divine feminine energies, and this was coming through here. So this is some high technology. Aquarius also obviously coming through. Uranus, ruler of the universe, first ruler of the universe. Large birds are connected to Aquarius. The day is Wednesday. Amethyst is the crystal or stone. Numbers are 1 and 7. Body, as it relates to the body, connects to the circulatory system, the shins, and the ankles. So Saturn could be giving you a message in that area as far as, hey, shift. Use the wisdom that you know you have. Do what you know. Kathy Freeman, my favorite Foreigner runner. Cat Freeman. Northeast Asia, the Great Tundra, ancient shamanic zones, Buddhism, the Forbidden City, magic, the Gobi Desert could be a significance. The lost planet, primal initiations of power and knowledge connects to the red serpent, the zone of serpent initiations. And we have the letter M, we have letters R and M, P. So we got Monday, Tuesday, R and P or RPMs. Be mindful. Be mindful, yes. Tuesday, Taurus, Aquarius, and then we have moon tone, galactic. So, red serpent, red galactic serpent, 58. Let me look at 58. The moon tone, the essence is integrity. It's galactic. The power is to harmonize the action through modeling harmony through integrity of the galactic connection you have through your life force. Come straight to the root, right to the crown, effortlessly. Aquarius, Taurus. We may have Uranus in the second house. A lot of changes when it comes to your finances. Through this harmony of integrity of your galactic vibration, code, blueprint. 5, 8. That would be 7 of Pentacles territory. Saturn and Taurus. We're about to wrap this up soon, y'all. Just allowing the messages to come through. 58, a meadow. You know what, too, before coming onto the live, definitely saw a black cat that I normally see, but it walked around the front. I said, oh, okay. And the moment of clarity came through at that time, too. So a lot of protection is surrounding the collective at this time. Yes, 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 yes. Indeed. Let go of the savior complex. Let go of the savior complex. Let that shit go. Intuition. The process of letting that go is to stop giving yourself reasons for things you know that are no longer serving you. Simple. Work on it step by step of things that are no longer serving you. Stop giving yourself reasons as to why you're still working on things that no longer serve you. You know they no longer serve you. Gotta stop being hard-headed at some point in your life. Self-worth. Once you know that, yeah. You're not gonna let nobody overstep your boundaries, not even yourself. So it's time to let go anything that is blocking you from utilizing your intuition and stepping further into broadening your horizons and utilizing that. Because some of you, this is actually where your resources do come from. And you're holding yourself back from that public recognition and doing what it is in your authentic way. You know your energy, you know what you came here to do. Do just that. You understand? There's a person or a network for each and every one. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people want to be in things that they have no business being in just yet, rushing the process. And then want to complain and say, oh, why is this happening to me? Why did you keep replaying that? That's the story you're going to continue to live. And then watching all of these videos where you're hearing the message and you're still giving yourself reasons to enter things that no longer serve you. For what reason exactly? Don't even have an answer for that. Don't even have an answer for that. To have an answer for that is going to create that reality some more. It's just, it's not love. It's giving you the sensation of fear, of feeling left out in the cold because you're attached. That's the only reason why you feel left out, is because you're attached to whatever that is. As a white world bridger, the energy I pick up on are those that struggle to get to the other side, or get to the other side and continuously bounce around and come back to the other side of their past energy. So yes, if you do feel as though you're being triggered, then change it. That's all. That's all you have to do. Focus on the change and the solution rather than the problem. Time out. I just heard time out as far as like time done with the bullshit, for real. Pluto. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because it's time for the Phoenix. to rise. You see it there? You see all of this that the phoenix leaves behind? This is what I'm talking about. This is all you got to leave behind. Some of this stuff look luxurious as ever. Look at this landscape. At some point, this was beautiful, but it had all of this got to be destroyed so that way you can evolve. Some of you want to hold on to past potential. You don't want to broaden your horizons because you're worried about what someone may say about what you're doing. Fuck all that and fuck with your achievements. Focus on your achievements and what you came here to do. Saturn rules this house of the 10th house. Be still. Look at all of this energy that's literally activating you right now. You gonna play around with this? You gonna play around with this activation? With the energy of this type of knowledge, this serenity, this stillness connected to it as well, in every shape or form or whatever faith base it may come from. The point is this. The point is this, okay? Play around if you want to. This ain't the time. This would be an acceleration point of, okay, get over the shit, all right? Because this really ain't the time for that. We got other shit to do now. What you are crying for is literally this way. All you gotta do is turn your head. That's it. Not much has to be done. But complicating the situation will make it look a lot different. Make it simple by listening and feeling what your heart has to say in connection to your mind, to your brain, to your crown chakra. Let the heart control the brain. Literally the generator. Yep. Shadow self. Integrated. Look how powerful the shadow self is in this card. It still carries the light of the heart chakra. It still carries the energies of all the chakras, but there's definitely some power here in connection to stillness of the shadow self. Where do people go when the sun gets too hot? They run straight to the shade. Some of you, this is a huge aspect of all that you are once you merged it. But as long as you're still connected to past pains and people doing things to you, and I don't even, to be honest with you, being on this spiritual journey, you're still in that perception of why things are being done to you. I'm going to tell you right now, 1:43:43 on the timer. Back up, go back to the drum board and ask yourself, why are you on this journey? Because things are going to ramp up. Take a moment and look at yourself. Ask yourself, are you doing this out of fear? Or are you doing this out of love? That's all you got to do. That's all you have to do. 1:44 on the clock. Bonsoir. Bonsoir, that's what I said. Chiron. Scorpio. What else? Strength. Yes. To be able to master this wound of intense of mastery when it comes to being magnetically charming, the ability to be possessive or possessed by whatever it is that is around you, because it is the polar opposite of material frequency, Taurus, okay? But also secretive. And in speaking of Berkana, strength and secrets, this is the occult. Okay. Believe. Ooh-wee. Once you go to what has been hidden from you, this is your evolution of the phoenix. Mm-hmm. Lights coming out, somebody being open. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, again, another card, but you got to stop dimming your light here. This is what's coming to the surface. Hidden truths about this as to why you were hiding your light. Having something to do with integrity. I'm getting the integrity of yourself, who you are. Show the world the real you. Move forward. 23, lead the way. Right there. Move forward by you leading the way. Emotions have been that's all processed or purged out because you have emotions 12 in reverse. 12th house, yes. Okay. This area of your life that is overwhelming, you yield to a greater cause of power. It's being handled with Pluto here, okay? A cleanse of emotions, feelings, beliefs. Saturn going direct. Putting false beliefs, creating false sacred connections has been put on its ass to bring balance and harmony into life. Because in the beginning was the word, it was the all symbol. Fifth house, Ashe, where you have fun, romance, and create things you're proud of, is being activated. House of Amor. You just have to believe it. There you go. Came out. Eighth house. Yep. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh yeah. The transformational area of your life that is about shared resources and intense emotions. You're being asked to believe, and what you believe comes from what you know. What do you know? Everything that you know reflects what you have seen, Sagittarius, and now you use and utilizing it through wisdom from the challenges that you have gone through and using it. Now you know better. Now you connect to the mastery, the ruler of the universe, the ruler of yourself, the you inverted within you. So now all of the belief systems that you carry have everything to do with who and all that you are in your life force. The I am that I am. Strict, limitless. And that, my loves, is your message for this glorious soul day. The soul is at the forefront. It is leading the way, transforming the area of your life of shared resources and intense emotions. By showing you everything that has blocked it. So you're going to have to get into your higher heart chakra, higher self energy to be able to see this from an observing point of view and not experiencing it all over again. Because for some, it would feel as though that's what's happening, but no. Okay. Love you. I'll see you on the next video. Ciao.